almost done here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a few things set up. Then I can turn off the music and turn the screen back on. Alright. Yeah, we're good to turn that on now. Let us do that. And turn off the music also. We'll go on the top right. Hello, hello. I am starting to feel better. I can sound mostly normal, which is good. Oh man, it has been a while since I have been on Ark in general. During this time, I actually took like over a week of just not even booting up the game. But we are back with only a few days left to spare before Lost Colony, honestly, and I am excited to hop into that when that comes out. I kind of forgot it was the 18th. I kind of thought it was this week, to be honest. But we are here. And apologies, I may cough every now and then. I'm going to try my best not to. But if I have to, I have to. It is what it is. So, as you can see down here, I've kind of started working on our castle just a little bit on this side. Kind of just try to play around with what I may want to try to do for actual building up. I think I've just run out of either resources or of the actual parts that I had put together to build it. But we're going to kind of keep working on more of that today. I don't know if I can stream for a very, very long time, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that I am here again. And things are going to start going back to normal, which is good. Man, it's felt weird not to upload or stream or anything for a while now. Looks like everything's still picking up my voice and everything. I just had to make sure it's still good. It's been a while since I streamed last time as well, but we're good. So right now, I need to show off that I do actually have the perfect set of the Mega Raptors back here. There's a slight difference in the color on one of these things, but honestly it's fine. And I have also bred up a single one of these, and I decided to name him Phantom. He has all of the stats and the colors that I like. And I've kind of leveled him up a little bit. Admittedly, I did kind of go out and mess around with him a little. And we fought a whole bunch of some alpha Carnos and stuff nearby. And I just wanted to make sure that, you know, he was going to be strong. I kind of just zoned out and did that last time that I logged into the game. But, you know, I figured you guys had seen, like, I've already messed around with him a little bit on camera. So we kind of, I decided that would be fine just to be like that otherwise. I just kind of played around while I was still trying to get better. Man, like, it's crazy just how much damage these guys do when you're fighting something that is not in any kind of a pair. I mean, this Microraptor, for example, is just a baby, but man, it's just so much damage. They're so strong. It's crazy. Welcome on in, whoever is here. I think my stream thing is kind of broken. It tells me two different numbers, one on the left and one on the right. So whoever's hanging out, welcome on in. I'm just going to be hanging out for a little while today. Again, I just want to make sure you guys know that I'm still here. I'm going to make more videos going forward. I was just, my voice, like I have recorded some other stuff. I was working on that Astraeos project that I mentioned. But, I have some voice recordings of me there, but I wasn't specifically trying to keep it in. It's more or less just like, if I had a crazy reaction to something, I wanted to make sure I had it, so I could show some, example of how low it got. My voice was gone. It was shot. Man, yeah, these guys are so freaking strong. Nothing, I mean, I would say the word nothing in San Antonio. That's not entirely true. It's more just like, if they are alone, I'm going to do so much damage to them. It's absolutely insane. I'm trying to also kind of get some more experience, because I do need to still level up a couple more times before we can get the scanner. And I would love to get one of those soon, so we can try to find specific creatures on the map, and then just tame them and move on to kind of get prepared to do, either want to do the boss fights, or at least kind of do the other caves and stuff, because we're going to need to do those first. I'm not thinking that we're going to have this series done before Lost Colony comes out, just to kind of be 100% clear on that. I'm going to try my best, but we'll have to see how things actually go. For now, we may have to kind of put another one of the series on hiatus when that happens, but... Well, hello. Welcome on into the stream. Oh, 150 I'm killing for no reason. It's fine. We'll do what we need to do. Glad you can hop in. How are you doing this fine day? It's fine Friday evening, or at least for me. Oh man, I've been trying to get me some experience, but also my creature some experience. I honestly think I need to get more resources and craft up some of the foundations and the walls for the castle. Because I don't really know how much just trying to kill stuff like this is going to help. But we're going to need... more, more stone and more wood and stuff. Oh my goodness. But I am super excited for when Lost Colony comes out. I definitely want to see... I'm going to want to try to do a video on that almost immediately after it comes out, but we'll have to see how that goes. I mean, it does come out next week, probably on Thursday, which is kind of an odd day for that to come out. But maybe at least get something out for Friday for you guys. I'll try my best. I really like Phantom, though. The Mega Raptors are very fun, very strong creatures, very cool to go out and just kind of collect a bunch of things from others out there. Another thing to mention is that I actually do have the Cosmos already all bred up to the point where they're both 127. Once this one fully grows, we'll have the male and female, so they'll continually be the same. So the one on my shoulder is like 135 or something just because of the level as it's gained. So we'll always have some sort of consistent Cosmo that has over 30 charges, which is great. And then we need to get the Karkanos and the Dodic and the... not the Yankee, but maybe a Castorides. Or maybe just the Chainsaw. Karkanos. Dodic. It's a shame that I ended up grabbing 2 of those and only ever really used the 1, but honestly, I really don't need more than that. And just to be sure, before I actually go and collect a bunch of resources, do I even need... I would imagine I need a bunch of them, right? If we're trying to make a bunch of walls. I think I need to make more of this corridor walls right now. Okay, I actually have some stuff. We'll just kind of make some kind of work from there. I'm just playing around with how this layout is going to be. I'm hoping to do kind of some taller walls on the outer edge of this castle, and then kind of have something in the top middle. We're going to see how that can kind of go. I'd love to get like some rounded corners on some of those, but I'm not entirely sure how that will be. We'll just have to see. All right. I was actually riding around on Phantom while I was building this before, just because you can strafe while building with while riding on them, which is kind of a fun thing. But I was still trying to build up this side to match that side. I can't decide whether I want to try to cut these windows in half or if I want to have them go up the entirety of the castle wall. I've been trying to look at some other castles for inspirations and stuff like that. But, I mean, given the size that we have this thing, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to copy or like kind of get more inspiration from those. But I'm just going to hop in and build this. And I'll try to make it look as much castle-like as I possibly can. Pretty much as I can do, right? Alright, I need to do more than that. Another 20 would be not enough. Not enough at all. I'm going to have to do a lot more than that. Great. I did try to record a little bit of this as well. More specifically, just this build. But I kind of figured it would be more fun to kind of just stream it for you guys. Oh, I can actually just do a little bit more than I thought. For some reason, I thought I was totally out of my resources, and I thought we'd have to go get more. But not so much. Let me see. So I'm going to turn on some stuff here. We'll do that. There we go. I just need to make another change onto here real quick. The streaming thing, I mean, I've said it multiple times in the past, don't want to be a broken record, but it's kind of just a... oh, shoot. Don't click that. We're still streaming, right? For some reason, it's showing me on my little... on my thing over here that we're not... Okay, it says excellent still. It's weird. It's acting as like I'm not seeing the... No, now I am. We're good. Never mind. I am overthinking it. Hello, everybody. Gonna keep working on this. Sorry about that. There's always something to try to mess around with when it comes to starting up a stream. And, because Someday I'll master it, I'm sure, so I don't have to spend so much time just staring at the wall, or at least make it look like I'm staring at the wall for you guys. I may go grab Phantom, because I can just move around a lot faster with him while I'm trying to place these down. Just want to keep moving, you know? Oh, shoot. And that is a problem. I don't want that. 2, 3, 4. See, my good lord. It's all about as tall as I had it so far. I mean, the whole thing, like, I never realize how long it takes to do these builds sometimes until I go back and look at the footage, or I kind of try to do this on a stream and I see how long it went for. I kind of just get into it. I don't really think... Well, I mean, I'm obviously thinking about how to do the build, but it's kind of just... I zone out. I zone out and I just try to make something interesting. Or at least not just a box. That's one of the nice features about just the newer game in general. Just, I mean, I got so used to not building just a box with S Plus in ASE that I wouldn't want to ever I wouldn't want to ever just do that again. It's always got to have at least some sort of angle to it. At least. In this one, it's a slightly bigger box, but it's going to look like a castle because it actually will have the things on the top. Like those, over there. Dang, I thought I had enough. It was literally 4 short on this layer at least. I wonder how many more I want to do for this. I need to get a little closer probably. Just to make sure we can actually reach our resources. See, I would imagine we probably want to go as high as... do we want to go one wall higher than that? Because I want to make sure that this is tall enough for some larger creatures and stuff. That's kind of one of the reasons I don't want the castle that big and why we're building it over here instead of using the other side where we already have stuff. Maybe we go too taller than that. Yeah, let's make this really tall. That's going to take so much time. It's going to be so cool looking at the end, but yeah. Definitely going to take some time to get this built. If it starts to seem like it's getting too tall, then maybe we'll back down a little bit. We'll still use whatever we put together for that for more. But we're going to need so many more walls. It's going to be ridiculous. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to double check just what we have resource-wise before I even start trying to pull. I mean, if I'm going to be sitting around here as well, I mean, maybe I'll start breeding up some more of the Mega Raptors to try to get some mutations. I've got the... I have our Deinonychus over here going. I don't have a lot of eggs, but we also do have a health mutation started already, or at least I have one on a female. And the blue color on the feathers that she got are actually pretty cool. I kind of like it, so I'm going to hold on to those for now. But these guys are going... We may as well do the Mega Raptors as well. I turned them off. Did I turn them off? Or am I crazy? Oh yeah, no, they're actually still going. I need more perfect females, though. Once I have more of those up and going, then we'll be able to make that faster. But we're going to run out of room over here very fast. Especially if we're... Oh, hello. I don't really want you around my house. You're going to push me around. Hey! Heck yeah. Are you still on... How far are you into it? And thank you for welcoming me back. So it'll still take some time. Like, my voice is okay, and I probably need to not do like a 4 or 5 hour stream like I have been in the past, just because I don't want to end up straining the voice again. But it's good to be back. What was I looking for again? Oh, that's right. I was going to double check my resources. We've got an okay amount of wood, thatch, fiber. Oh yeah, stone we're going to run out of. I definitely needed to take them out. Let's see. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, so if you just barely started, or are you still on the island? And did you change any rules? Like, are you modded or what? Start over playing. Okay, sweet, nice, very cool. Is it like, are you doing a modded run, or is it kind of more close to vanilla, kind of how mine is? I mean, I'm just curious how other people are wanting to play this Ultimate Survivor thing. I really need to get back and do more of that. I've been doing behind the scenes stuff on AB for a while now. I have one part of the stuff done, but I need to really focus in on that one now that Lost Colony's coming up. Yeah, we're getting further and further behind on that, actually. I did test something out on AB to see if I would make sure I wasn't wasting my time. And like I'm happy to report I'm not wasting my time with what I'm trying to do. The only thing is, it's still taking forever, and I have a lot more work to do before it's ready. And unfortunately, it's kind of just like a lot of hurry up and wait. So it's not like I can make an interesting video about it, but. Okay. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, like I said, like there's nothing wrong with like modded or anything like that. Like, there's no wrong way to play Ark at this point. Like, the mods and everything are so integrated into the game. Like, it just feels like you're just, you know, enabling a setting for all this stuff at this point. So, I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, come on, Trudon. It's like I'm literally just trying to collect some stone, guys. That's all I'm after. Yeah, I mean, regardless of how many mods you put on later, like, it's really cool to go through all the maps and everything like that, and just kind of experience the whole thing. I mean, I'm trying to make it so I can get a maximum character, so that when, you know... what map is it that I'm trying to think of? The one where you can actually get, like, the Mjolnir hammer, but you can't use it unless you're a max survivor. I've never done that before, so I think it would be really cool to actually get to that point, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing still. Either way, having a max level character still would be amazing. I've never done that either. I've kind of done it. I've gone as far as getting to Extinction, but I've never actually beaten Extinction with that character. Okay. That's cool. How full are we? Not very full at all. We should just grab all the stone on this side, too. I think it is Fjordur. You're correct. Yes, that is Fjordur. I was like that was the last map that I was playing on before... Well, the last, like, map I was just playing on pretty casually before I swapped over to ASA. I say casually. I did, like, an unofficial, like, Ultimate Survivor thing where I was doing all the unofficial maps, kind of giving myself the stuff. It was fully cheaty. Nothing that I could possibly say was I did it legit. Except for the boss fights. I did those legit. But it was only, like, the center to, what was it, the one after that? I don't know. They were all the unofficial maps. I was going to end on Rag, but then it turned out that I loved Fjordur because it was the first time I've ever played on it. So... Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Ark in general since right when Aberration was almost added to ASE. And, it's been cool to kind of just be around for all of the stuff being added. Like, I've been here long enough that, like, not so much so that I remember a lot of the original crazy things that were added to the game. But right when some of the more, like, when they changed the kibble system and all that stuff, I remember all those things. But have those things being baked into ASA and all the even nicer things they added to this, like the Oviraptor collecting eggs and all that, the way that they do, man, it's even more of a game changer, honestly. Makes me like this one so much. You kind of have to look past a lot of the glitches, though, obviously. I feel like that's pretty standard on either one, but I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna use Phantom so I can actually carry a lot more, like in between. Why are we so heavy? Oh, you're carrying a lot of stuff. And we got a carnivore out. We got a carno outside. Come on, man. Ever since the one tried to attack my building when I was building the greenhouse, I just got to make sure that these just do not cause me troubles. Oh, no. What level is this? Oh, okay. If it was a high-level gigantic myth, I guess I would have taken the baby, but it's not, so... I'll just let them be. Well, here's the thing. They've already delayed Lost Colony by 2 days. If it's going to be on time, well, if it's going to be delayed at all, they'll probably just have it come out on Friday night instead of Thursday night. You know, or at least in my nighttime. So, I mean, yes and no. I was actually pleasantly surprised with Valguero, honestly. It was one of those that I thought they were going to be so much later, but it came out almost as soon as they said. So I guess I can't really give them too much crap. It is wild card though, and they usually have to delay at least one more time before the end, so I guess we'll see. God, I'm gonna have to make so many of these. I'm not gonna be able to move if I do that though. That's the problem. I want to make all that I need, but I have no idea how I could even calculate that, because that's the problem about winging it, is you never know when you're done. Oh, I've got to be careful with the aberration stuff. I really need to focus on that some more, I think. I haven't for a while now. It's, I've been too focused on Val and then my other project, my Astraeos project that I've mentioned a while ago. I can't remember what I mentioned at this point, but I can tell you it's taken a long time, especially the way that I'm doing it. I don't know if I'm missing something when it comes to this kind of recording, but I guess we'll just have to see as time goes on. I'm having fun with it, though. It's been a good time. I think I literally just need to drop everything that he's holding on to, because he doesn't need... I don't need any of this raw meat. We'll worry about that later. Yeah, that's much better. Let's see. 4... Oh, could I have just done full walls there? I could have just done full walls there. Hold on. I need to use my other gun. Still can't believe I have to use this gun instead of the one that's, like, built into the mod. Just because... like, something's broken with it, and they haven't decided to fix it, so... I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. This one works. But I wouldn't mind just using the one that's already on Vanilla Sprinkles. I think it's kind of the whole point. Ah, okay, okay. I remember that one. It was very interesting. I hadn't really died a whole bunch until a certain point during certain things. I do want to get off Ab though. I do like Aberration, but it does, the way that I beat it, it takes forever for me to do it, and I think that's my own fault for dragging my feet. But the way that I used to do it... oh my god, those are the full walls. Dude! The way that I used to do it is a little bit different now, because they changed some rules on some of the creatures, so I have to make a change. And that change has taken a lot longer than I thought. So we'll just leave it at that. I mean, for those of you that understand, you probably, you know what I'm saying. But for now, just leave it at that. There's a thing that I can do there on my own that I actually had never done before. Oh shoot! I don't know why I've never done it that way before, but I'm starting to kind of understand why I never thought to. Sometimes the grind sounds like fun. Sometimes the grind sounds like a nightmare. I'd almost say that in this case, the grind is kind of a nightmare. Let's see. Those are full walls. 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure I was going up by 6, but I don't have more than that for now. Did you have, like, was it the game glitching out like it did for me, or just another situation? Because I feel like that's an unfortunate thing about the Overseer boss fight. There still needs to be some things fixed about it, because it's not just me that experienced something like that. I mean, the one that I had was weird. I don't think I've seen anyone else's, like, they go in for alpha but end up going into gamma. That one was something strange, but, like, I've seen other crazy things happen when trying to do that boss fight. Kicked you out? Gotcha. I mean, there's benefits of doing it on single player versus trying to do it on, like, an official server. I could only imagine having a problem like that on, like, an official server or something like that. On single player, you can, you know, as long as it was something that was a game-related problem, you can always kind of just use commands and get yourself back. Which, like, I hate to have to do, but sometimes the game forces your hand. And what else can you do? Yes. Well, I'm not going to lie, it did take my tributes. It did definitely take my tributes. Or did it not? I can't remember. I didn't. I think I was willing to give myself the tributes again, but I didn't have to. You're right. It was still there. Oh, you did do it on a server. Oh, no. Yeah, having to try to go get those things again would have been a pain. But yeah, I was 100% willing to give myself those in case, because sometimes, like, I mean, if in my circumstance, since I've got my baby and my full-time job, like, as much as I would love to go and get those again, it would just so much extra time to go collect all that. But yes, if we can get to the point where the channel is my full-time, like, I will definitely do that kind of thing again. Yeah, okay. I remember, because, like, it was still sitting in there. I do remember. It's been so long since I did that at this point. My whole intention when doing that, like the Ultimate Survivor, my intention was to try to get to Extinction when it came out. Obviously, that didn't happen. We're not even there now, which is ridiculous. But, like, again, it's because time moves on. Like, I've got things going on. We'll get it done, though. I'm not going to drop that one. It's kind of one of those, like, very long-lasting projects. And you know, watching through my old ones to my new ones, you can see that I've changed my style a little bit since I started. Like, it's an interesting thing to have up on the channel because, I mean, I've only really been doing Ark stuff a little bit over, well, it's been over a year now. A year and a half, actually. That's crazy. But, like, I've been doing the Ultimate Survivor for so long, too, that you can kind of just see what's changed. And honestly, like, with this series, this Valguero series we're literally working on right now, the more just kind of hanging out, like, not just hanging out, just playing the game, I've had a lot more fun doing this instead of trying to feel like I have to make a million steps towards something every time. Not to say that, like, it's not good to have a goal when you start an episode, but I'm just rambling now. My bad. It happens, especially when I'm just sitting here building. It's kind of like turn off the filter. Well, heck yeah. Well, I appreciate that you decided to do that. It's like, I mean, obviously there are options for, like, memberships and Patreon and stuff, but even if not that, just, like, watching the videos and subscribing to the channel, like, that supports the channel a lot on its own. And I can't, like, I have so much appreciation for everyone who's decided to follow and, like, subscribe to the channel and everything. But, like, this is a whole, I don't know, it's a big dream of mine just to kind of be able to do this all the time. And every time that someone joins in, it's like, nice, someone else believes that we can make this work. And it's amazing, honestly. Let's see, how many more am I gonna need, dude? I can probably make another 50, but that's not gonna be enough. I should check and see where we're at weight wise. Want to make another 50? Well, if we can make that much, yeah, we still can. Sweet. I worry about how much we can actually carry once we're done building it. We'll only need 2 more levels, and then we can craft up the scanner. Very excited for that. Very, very excited. Hello, Beregonia. Welcome on in. I'm back just in time. Well, a week before, just in time for the Lost Colony. And also Christmas time, which is awesome. I don't know what it is. I don't get sick very much. But normally when I do get sick, it hits me pretty hard. Well, heck yeah, that's kind of how I try to go about it. Like, it was one of those, like, you kind of have to go flow with whatever the game will give you. Because sometimes, like, as much as you can try to plan something with Ark, things are usually going to end up needing to change, and you're going to have to, you know, be adaptable. Because otherwise, like, you may end up being disappointed if you spend too much time trying to find stuff. Like, I have spent countless hours in ASE trying to find the specific perfect creature. And, like, sometimes you're just like, oh, but there's a pair of these things right over here, and they could be just as strong, if not more so. Or, it's like, let's spend a whole day working on Castle. Or half a day on that, or whatever. It's been a while since I've kind of just played... Oh my gosh, what is this? What are you doing, man? It's been a while since I just kind of played and not worried about, like, trying to make sure things are super impressive. And that's kind of what I mean, like, about this series in particular, that I just kind of let it happen. It's gotta be more of a thing. And sometimes I kind of just word vomit and trip over my words at the same time, so sorry about that. There's the reason there's a power of editing. And sometimes, you know, you just never know that I trip over my words this much. But, you know. I try to make sure that I keep the most and the very important things in. That's what I actually am struggling on with the Estrellas project I'm on. I need to make sure all the interesting stuff stays. But I have to try to be very mindful about how much stays in what it is that I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm sure in context, a lot of people probably can pick up what it is that I'm doing with Estrellas. And, like, I'm still trying to be vague because, I don't know. It's a crazy project that I'm working on. And I've never done one before like this. And it's fun. Yeah. Hi, Medea. Yes, I've kind of been feeling better over the last couple days, but you can probably hear in my voice a little bit that I'm still not totally here. As I said a little bit ago, like, normally I don't get sick very often, but if I do, it normally hits me pretty hard. So, you know, I didn't want to rush it, but I did want to rush it. That's why I kept posting, because I wanted to get back, because I figured if I was gone for too long, it would be harder to start again. Not that I don't like doing it, but it's like, I've always had a bit of, like, we'll just say the words that I'm shy, you know? And to get started on this channel the way that I did, I had to push through that a little bit. And with a big break, I started to feel it a little bit again. So, it's fine. We're here, right? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit froggy. It is what it is. It'll go away soon. That's probably why I can't stream for too long. We don't want to make it worse, because then I'll be gone again. But some of the stuff that I can do, I can probably work on some of the other part of the Estrellas thing that I haven't been able to do because of my voice. But, you know, we'll see. Again, I don't want to push it. A lot of the time, like, the reason it's gotten as good as I have, like, when I go to work, I don't have to talk so much. I can just be quiet and drink hot tea. Ah, man. I wish this gun is helpful because it actually works unlike the other one, but I do have to change that every single time that I screw up. And that is a little bit less ideal. Let's see. I'm hoping that this ends up looking really cool, by the way. I was working on this kind of on my own in between, and I did record that, but I kind of just decided to kind of pass it. I have not done the vinegar, no. I've been drinking lemon, ginger, honey tea, like, pretty much all the time throughout this whole thing. But Medea, I haven't. It's kind of, like, given the amount of footage I'm going to stop going more than that. Given what I have, I'm going to need to probably do in multiple parts. But I'm not 100% on that. I'm going to... I understand that some of the other creators probably have like external hard drives where they can have more things. I don't have any of that right now. So I'm getting a little bit low on space, is what I'll say. So luckily this one, it'll actually copy and paste. So like so what I'll do here, and they're supposed to, like this one here, from the Vanilla with Sprinkles mod, it's supposed to do that. You're supposed to just kind of put it on a whole bunch of stuff. But what this one will do instead is, if I put one of these on it now, so we'll do that real quick. We'll place one here. I'm not sure if we'll stick with this one, but like I'll place it here, I'll bring out this gun, and we'll make sure that it's on copy and paste skins. I can right click, and then I can literally just point and click at all of these. And I can just, as long as I can just do that, it's still so much faster than trying to go through all of them like that. So, I mean, that's kind of the benefit of this one. Like I said, that green gun, I think, is supposed to do that for a larger... I don't know if it's supposed to be for a larger quantity of things. But, yeah, I'll end up doing that when it comes to actually needing to do the skins. That's true. That is very true. I've watched a handful of others do the same thing. And, like, it's crazy. Like, given the amount of footage, I was trying to ask someone. I was trying to ask one of the other creators on their stream. I think I mentioned it last time I was streaming as well. Like, if they record all of it, or if they just kind of cut in for certain parts, but they didn't really answer me. Because, like, recording all of it and cutting it down to that size is crazy. Yeah. No, like, I don't think a lot of the mods are perfect. I mean, they usually work better on servers, I've noticed. Because I have the Vanilla with Sprinkles mod on the cluster that I'm running, and everything seems to work fine over there. It's just the stuff that I try to work on single player. For some reason, it just doesn't want to do it on single player. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of confirm, like, do you guys actually do this much recording? Because I've done the math on, considering how long one takes, let alone the entirety. And, like, that's so much footage. I think some of these have 3 and some of them have 4. Some might even have 5. I'm excited to get it done, though. Just because... Okay, yeah. Yeah, the cluster that I've got is Nitrado as well. It's been running... We have 3 maps on there. And you know what? That just occurred to me. Are we gonna do the Lost Colony right away? If we do Lost Colony, do we want to do that... I don't know if we'd want to do it split from the others, because that would lose a lot of our progress. That's interesting. Kind of going through something at the moment when it comes to budgeting, so I can't really know if I can add another server. We might have to drop another, which would be unfortunate. I mean, drop as in like swap into from another one. No, but like what I was saying, like this Astraeos project, since I don't have to be as vocal during the main bits of it, I'm kind of just playing how I would have played before I even started making videos. And then, coming back later and doing the rest. Which has been fun. It's been very fun to kind of just, like, zone out even more. I don't know. That's kind of something that, like, I didn't realize how much I did until I was recording it, Okay, cool. I can even do 50 normal walls. I should have been on Phantom. Oops. My bad. Oh, man. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any more, like, lozenges at the moment. I think we're fine. It'll be good. How long have I been going? 45 minutes? I can probably go for about 2 hours tops today. I think if I did much more than that, I'd probably make things worse. So we still have an hour and 15-ish minutes. We'll see how I'm feeling at that point, but that's like my tentative number for now. I do. I have the same mods there that I do here. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like, for me, like, I did end up buying this PC as ASA was coming out because my other computer that I was playing ASE on was barely enough to even... I wasn't running that on high settings, so it was not going to be able to handle ASA at all. But, yeah, like, the ultimate thing that I had before then, the main problem... You're right. I was just doing it in here. I should also even literally be, if I use a crafting potion, they craft so much faster, too. If I'm going to be sitting here and just staring at the crafting screen for so long, it's definitely a better way to go about it. But yes, no, I ended up buying a new PC. Not specifically for Ark, but at the same time specifically for Ark. And this one has been it. It's been super strong. The main problem I was having was my internet. My upload speed was really bad. Upload and download were both pretty crappy before. They're better now. They're much better now. I've got fiber, which is very, very handy. But that was my biggest problem. I'm hoping that that's going to look okay, because I did kind of decide to cut that abruptly. This is like the only moment I've ever had thought they should do eighth size of walls. I could put one on either side. That would be ridiculous. Let's see. I do like that the Megaraptors can strafe. It kind of is nice as well. Not one of those features that you'd think would matter, but it's just kind of nice to be able to do. Because not a lot of other creatures actually do that. You're staring at his butt a lot, though. Sorry, Phantom, I don't mean to be doing that. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, I see. We were lucky to be in a place where it was slowly being added around us. And I had it set so they would email me as soon as it was available in my area, and it was like the same price as what we were paying for, but 10 times as good for speed and for the fact it was, because we were getting like, God, it was supposed to be only, yeah. Like we used to get, we were paying for what was supposed to be gigabit internet, but we were only getting maybe about 400, which was dumb. But then that was only download. Upload was crap. It was like 40. But now it's like the same. It's the same on either side. And we're getting about the gig that we're paying for, which is amazing. I should just make another smithy, bring it in there. Are we going to need to get more stone soon? Should we check on the Deinonychus as well? We got a bunch of things going on at once. Honestly, I'm surprised we're not lower than we are. Let's see. It's been a minute since I've been on in general. I kind of mentioned in the beginning of this stream when hardly anyone was here, but like I haven't even booted the game up for about a week. I've kind of just really tried to rest for the last little while. And I did have my brother-in-law want to play Grounded with me, so we've been playing that a little bit as well. Because it's been a bit. I never actually beat that one, so it's been fun to play that too. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in Ark. And I'm so zoned out that I'm forgetting what I'm even trying to do. Smithy. Let's do one of those. Build it in the middle. That's why I was getting zoned out. I was thinking about making a crafting potion, but we don't have the industrial cooker yet here. So I'm going to have to grab some water. Do I have everything that I need for those? I think it might be the cooked prime meat. Oh, no, it's a stimulant I'm not going to have, because I still don't have a chem bench either. I have enough for one. That's fine. Light fire, we'll make one. I guess I found a bunch more stimulant inside of drops and stuff that I don't remember. Not fire, we don't want to waste any of that. So given how much I've already built up, I'm gotta go back over there on Phantom. That's not Phantom. I haven't named that one. I also need to name my I need to name that berry that took me through the thing and found all those drops. As you recommended, Medea. I definitely have meant to, but I haven't pulled him out of the cryopod since we got back. Let's see. It's such a fun game. It's like, well, that's the thing. I have arachnophobia. So when I say the words, it's such a fun game, it also, like, scares the crap out of me when we're trying to fight spiders, but... And I know there's an arachnophobia mode, but I just can't... I know what it is anyway. Like, it doesn't matter. That is a thing that you can do. That was the thing that I did with my first PC. Technically, I did that with this one as well, but it's actually about to be paid off, like, within the next week or so. So that's not going to be a problem. But you just got to be careful. Sometimes the deal is great, but then what happens is, like, if you don't pay it off within a certain amount of months, the interest rate hits you really hard. And that's actually what happened to me with my first computer, because when I bought it, it was, like, almost, you know, top tier at the time, but... Oh, really? See, and that's the thing, like, people are like, they're so small, nothing could do anything. Well, they're venomous ones. And Black Widow's, like, there are those, they can be around here, so I have to be very careful about stuff. Especially if we're trying to let the daughter play in the backyard. She's a little too small for that at the moment, but that is something I have to think about. Bad Ash, I don't know. Is there one in particular you're thinking of? Because, I mean, a lot of the time, if it's a good bug. Initially, I did PC laptops, which, like, I'm not going to recommend them, but I'm not going to recommend them. The one that I did for this PC, I did through Origin. Not a sponsor, but if they want to, that'd be awesome. No, yeah, I did Origin PC. They sent everything here. The tower looks amazing. I would show it off, but it is actually a little dusty right now. But, you know, obviously, also I have to pick up the camera and show you my office, which looks nice back there. But you don't need to see more than that. Either way, like, it is a little bit more than what you'd get if you were to get somewhere else, but... I mean, mine's been okay recently, I think. Granted, it's been a while since I've gone through the White Cliffs. Let's see. I'm trying to think how many walls we want to build. I'm just trying to finish this one layer. Up to like one more full wall higher than that one. And then once that's done, we'll close a layer and we'll try to decide what we want to do from there. So I've noticed that actually bad, and I think that may be intentional. That's been something that's been around since ASE. Even on single player, if there's an event going on, the dino colors seem to spawn that way regardless. I've noticed that myself. I actually did a dino wipe on my other recording, and I've even noticed some stuff around here, because like they have, some of them have the colors from the anniversary event, but I don't know. I think there might be a setting in this. Well, I guess you said you did check. Yeah, you've done launch options and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. I think that's something that's been around since ASE, though. I've experienced it that way anyway. Alright, let's see. I'm going to use another one. I guess if I don't end up using what I do build here, I'll end up using it for the second layer anyway, so that's not a big deal. Let's just make them in here real quick. I wonder if, and like this will be a test, I'm going to use this real quick. Oh, I'm not going to use it because that's not how that works. Walls. Oh, no. That's awful. And seeing that right there definitely verifies and justifies my fear of spiders. No matter how many times people are like, they're so small, they're not going to do anything to you. No, there's always a chance. You never know. And that's definitely the case. Let's build another... I'm going to need like another 50 of these at least. But let's pull for 100 of these. And then let's make 50 of these. So let's consume this. Craft 50 of this. See, I don't know if that's actually affecting it inside of here. Yeah, spiders are no joke. Everyone always makes fun of me for that, for being afraid of spiders. Or at least having the arachnophobia. But, like, it's a legit problem, you know? And, like, baby spiders are even worse. I learned about that they can't control their venom and, like, release. They just release it all. So, yeah. Every time I see anything, I try to make sure I spray triple the amount, probably. I'm just very cautious about it. I don't think that actually affects stuff inside of here. Because if I were to do this, and if I were to pull it to myself, it'd be faster. Luckily, where I currently live, I have never had to deal with one of those. I don't think that they are here. But I think maybe if I were like in the southern part of the state, that would be a problem. Where I'm at, it's not those as much as the potential for black widows and just wolf spiders. Let's see. So I pull 50 to me. And then I try to make that. Yeah, it doesn't affect the stuff inside of there. Dang. Either way, though, it's good to know. What I'll do is I'll make a bunch and then I'll throw them in there so that they're not taking up my inventory. Much better. Okay. Maybe let's do like another 30 of each. Ah, now I only have 5. I mean, there's a possibility that they're here. I just have never run into one. Okay, well now everything's all red and I can't see anything. Oh, man. Let's see. I left my Carcanos on the roof. I sure did. Am I out of the... Oh, no. I forgot it doesn't actually just show me... It doesn't show me anything about that other than the timer right there. Okay. I'm probably not going to have enough time for another round of crafting, but we need to go get more stone. I don't know why I'm not using my Cosmo at this point in time. I guess I put the gun there. I normally have it on 7. Or 8. Is it the stone? Oh yeah, it's definitely stone. Are we short on wood too? Kind of. And thatch. We're getting a little bit low on all of it, to be honest. I mean, that's what happens when you make over 100 of just anything, to be honest. It's bound to happen. We'll get out the chainsaw in a minute. And then we'll go out and get more wood and stuff. That's always good. It's been a while since I've said this as well, but welcome everyone to the stream. I am starting to feel better now, which is fantastic, because it has been an annoying 2+ weeks. Where I've been I've been dealing with the, I have pretty much lost my entire voice. Still point out that I am, still a little bit froggy at this point in time. But I just wanted everyone to know that I'm going to be starting to try to get back into recording now, because I have been unable to do so for the last little while. So we're going to work on this creature castle that I've been meaning to build for quite a while now. And that's actually going to be mostly where I breed up all my creatures. And maybe have some storage, depending. I'm not entirely sure exactly what we use it for, but I wanted to build a big castle on Val, and that's what we're going to do. Also, if you haven't liked the stream or subscribed to the channel or anything like that, now's the time to do that. And now I've said the YouTube thing, and now let's just keep playing and hanging out, because that's how we do. If the light behind me starts to flicker, by the way, there's a weird electrical problem with that one. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I may end up turning off my camera for the time that flickers. I don't know if it's going to be a problem for anyone watching, but we'll see if I have to cross that bridge at all. Been meaning to I'd have to turn off the power in here to mess with it. And I haven't wanted to deal with it yet, so. Yeah, no. Alright, I'm gonna have to see if if I built too close to some of these nodes. So far these are still okay, but I don't want to take up any of them on accident, because we're gonna need all this stone. That's what happens when I decide to build something when I have no plan. I end up needing to spend so much time just getting all the resources, even though this is super convenient and super fast, compared to me trying to do this any other way. At least until we get to the point where there's the tools that were like the miners and stuff. I mean, I've never played on any of the Genesis maps. I never even bought them, so I never got the chance to use like the net gun or the mining thing or anything like that. I'm aware of their existence, but I never messed around with them. So it's gonna be interesting. Probably not going to be finished with Val before Lost Colony. I'm going to try my best to do as much as I can, but it's probably going to have to be a another series that I either tackle on, or may have to put another one on hiatus. Like, I think Ragnarok, I'm probably going to change that series to be more of a cluster-related series, or maybe something we stream on going forward. I'm not sure. We had something happen on there where I lost a lot of my tames. More or less, it's like I didn't log in for a long time and someone stole them, which is unfortunate, but I was able to get them back, but I've had a little bit less drive to go back on there since then, unfortunately. You know, I can't let it just ruin it for everybody, but at the same time, I don't know. But I'm thinking, like, so Lost Colony, I think I said it in the last stream as well, my thoughts are to... Oh, the mining gun. Yeah. Those are the things that I was thinking of. But, yes, the mining drill, correct. Yes. But I was thinking my plan is to do more of a... Like, I'm not going to take many of my other currently existing characters onto there for now, until I can maybe get there with Ultimate Survivor. We'll just make a new character and play around on the map for a while until, you know, we kind of get our fill. And then I'll try to get there on Ultimate Survivor as fast as possible. Like, I want to experience the map fresh. And I think if I went there with a level 100-something character, like, as cool as it would be to maybe survive a lot better, like, I want to experience it the harshest it's going to be, which is, you know, it's a rough thing to admit, but I do like a challenge. There's a reason that I enjoy this game, mostly single player, because it's, you know, it is more challenging, I think, than if you were to have a tribe of people. Not that I'm against tribing, I've never, other than playing with my brother-in-law, I've mostly played this on my own. So, you know, that and all, like, the Dark Souls games, like Silk Song and Hollow Knight, stuff like that. I love challenging games. The first game I ever played was Mega Man 3, and I was a little kid, so it kind of hardwired me to play things that were meant to be difficult. And I hear that Lost Colony is going to be very difficult, which I'm actually very excited about. But I will do an Ultimate Survivor that goes there. I wasn't sure initially, because the whole point of Ultimate Survivor was to beat it up until the story was meant to be finished. But now that they're adding Lost Colony, like, they're officially bridging it into those ones, so... See, and I don't mind playing with people when it's a PvE type of scenario. That's why I like how we do it on the cluster, because everyone that's hanging out there, like, they're all working on their own, but they also have a common thing in mind, which is like we're all, if we want to share something, we can. We don't have to, but we can, and that's nice. But the thought of doing PvP it just sounds like a nightmare. But at the same time, I'd be willing to do maybe some PvP for streaming, or not on stream, or like a video or something. I don't know. At some point, if people want me to. Let's see. Let's do... Can I make at least 30 more of these? I can make that. Nice. I'm not still under the effects of that? No, I'm not. I'll just leave it in here. Lords of the Fallen. I have not played Lords of the Fallen. I'm trying to remember the exact which one of the games that is. I've been recommended a lot of games that are similar to that. I've seen it, but I have not played it. But I mean, like games that like just the look of it is definitely something that I would enjoy. But, yeah. Yeah. See, like, again, like when it comes to my Ark experience, like I was recommended to play the game by a coworker about, I mean, I don't know, like I said, it was right before Aberration came out, so like I tried official because I thought that was how you're supposed to play. But then I saw all of the foundation spams and like there was no way that I could build anywhere, and I would have probably had to just join a tribe just because. I have definitely played Liza P. Yes. My brother-in-law owned that, and I've got it so my PlayStation will get whatever games he has, and that was one, and I beat it before he did. I enjoyed it a lot. I did try to do official for like a total of an hour. But then I saw how long it was going to take to try to tame something, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have that kind of time. So I decided to play single player, and I messed with the multipliers to kind of make it more single player friendly. I tried with just single player settings on in general, but then all the levels were low. I'm like, no. I still want to have 150s. So I ultimately, I think at the time, I copied syntax settings from his Discord server, and I've kind of tweaked them since to my own liking. But it was kind of a good starting point for settings. I'm still going to need more. How many more exactly? Is that like another 30? Dude, how tall am I making this? That's absolutely nutty. I still have to decide whether I want to split this or not. Because that was the thought that I had. Whether I wanted to split these in half or have them all be one giant window from the bottom to the top. Interesting. Alright. Do another 30 walls, maybe. Yeah. Exactly. Full-time job and a family. I love them. But yeah, I don't have the time to do the Ark that could be the case on official. And like I've had moments where I thought maybe I could do official stuff and do it on stream. But that again is one thing I have to make sure that I have time to come back to, like while I'm at work or whatever, and I have no way to do that anywhere but in this office. And I guess I could have my PlayStation with that, but it's not the same. I wouldn't want to risk losing everything just because I wasn't able to be there right away. Let's start laying down the other ones as well while we're out and about. Let's see. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have grabbed all of them. Half of them. I can only imagine, because I think I was watching one of Ross Clark's videos recently. Oh yeah, I would imagine that it probably is. I was watching one of Ross Clark's videos recently talking about how like breeding has changed and everything over time since the game's come out. And the thought of a Giga taking a whole week just to raise up, that's insane. There's no way I could do that, let alone get any kind of mutations on them or anything. I've thought about that's fair. That is very fair, Scornly. Like I've tried to get my wife to play with me. She thought about it at one point, but then I think she kind of backed out. But I've kind of used it as until I started making videos. It was just kind of a game I could hang out, zone out, and do whatever. After I got used to playing the game, obviously the beginning when you first ever play Ark, and all the raptors just destroying you and everything as they normally do, like that was just a part of the difficulty stuff. But then it kind of comes down to like, I get to just hang out and base build. I don't know. It's longer than a week for a wyvern, too. I guess it would make sense, huh? Because they are very specialty creatures for that. I can only imagine... Because, I did play when the other stuff was still... when the other stuff was still... Like, the kibble was the way that it used to be. It was always such a pain to tame certain things. But once they changed it up, like, I mean, with my settings, it wasn't too bad to just get wyverns. But I could only imagine, like, how long it would take in between breeds. I guess they didn't have, the wyverns weren't breedable at the time. But they are now, so I guess, I don't know. It's hard to say how much time it would have taken when it was first added. Because I wasn't paying attention to it. I've been so, like, in my own, like, single-player bubble for so long. Until, you know, doing the streams and the videos. It's a very interesting kind of thing. Like, how much stuff's changed just within that amount of time, too. I don't know. Honestly, I have not played much WoW. I did play, a very small amount, but the problem is I had played so many of the free MMOs when I was younger that by the time I played WoW, it just felt the same as those other ones. And, like, I know that it's not, but it felt like it, so I just didn't play it. Were they never breedable on ASE? Or are they only on ASA that the wyverns were breedable? I thought they added it near the end, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. I very well could be. Let's see. Considering just how much ASA I've played since it's come out, it's pretty much has almost overwritten the majority of my ASE knowledge. Not entirely, but lots. I played a little bit of 14. It got to the point where, again, like I was running out of time for it in my personal, or I had the itch to play this again because, when I started playing Ark, I actually played it in waves. You know how people get like those, I'm gonna play Minecraft for 2 weeks. Yeah, it was kind of like, I'm going to play Ark for a couple months and just drop everything else. And then I kind of forgot to go back to some of those. That happened quite a bit. Yeah, and that's fair. I mean, everyone's got their own personal preferences with games and everything like that. My preferences have changed quite a bit since I was like in high school. Like when I was playing games in high school, I played like Call of Duty and stuff with my friends, and then as soon as we grew up and did our own things, I realized I didn't really like playing those games very much. So, yeah, like and I would always try to do either a Ultimate Survivor run or I would just start on another. Like I wouldn't often. I'm trying to think how I did it last, because I did do like an almost Ultimate Survivor with like, you know, mods and cheats a little bit, but they were on unofficial maps, so I didn't really worry about it too much. I did also do Ultimate Survivor up to Extinction on my own as well. I still have that file. I actually installed the game recently just to take a screenshot of it so I could show it off in the Discord. But I say recently, that was probably almost a year ago at this point. I don't know. Time flows so fast, it's weird. Either way. Like, I always keep coming back to this game no matter what. And, like, I was really deep into playing it when I started doing videos. That's kind of how it ended up being the thing that I'm playing on the channel so much. Is, like, I was just uploading Ark videos because that's what I wanted to play at the time. Like, I have had moments where I've kind of felt like I wanted a break. But, like, it's never been enough where I needed, or I actually wanted to stop. Oh my god, what has happened? Is it because I had the gun out? Do not get on... Uh-oh. Oh, it's because we're in the wall. I'm dumb. Anyway, but that is kind of why, like, this has kind of become more of an Ark channel. Just because it would happen to be what I played and it's what people are watching. Don't get me wrong. I still love it. It hasn't changed. Recently, I've had a few games to play on my Switch that I've been playing in between recording sessions and stuff. Like when I'm at work and I'm caught up and there's nothing else to do. So, like, it's been good to have a little bit of variety there. So I don't really feel like I'm going to get burned out on this anytime soon, because I am playing other things, like I normally do. Like, I'm pretty big into JRPGs most of the time, if I have the time for it, which, because obviously I have had less, but, like I said, if I'm at work and I'm caught up, I can do whatever, which is nice. I'm very grateful that I have an opportunity like this, where I can play things if I'm caught up. But, I have been playing Dragon Quest recently. If I have the time for it. And that's a big if. It's actually been pretty busy the last month or so. Uh-oh. Have you tried, verifying your files? I did have did I have an issue with RAG the other day? I'm not entirely sure. It's always good to verify your files if you're having some issues. The annoying part is having to actually wait for it to go through everything, but... See, and that is one... I have heard a lot of good things about that. The fact that it literally was, like, almost for every single thing inside of the Game Awards, which I didn't watch, by the way, but I wish I had. Because I watched a couple of the reveals today, and I would have gone absolutely crazy if I had seen some of those initially, but... The Expedition 33 is one that I've been meaning to try to play when I have time as well, but that's another one I would have to play on the computer, which, like, if I have the time to be down here in my office, I pretty much should be playing this, right? Be working on one of my series. But every time you start a new map, oh no. Well, you do verify every time you start a new map. I see. And then that's still giving you problems on RAG. That's not good. Well, yeah, I think what I need to, like, finish one of... I need to finish one of my series. If I can finish up one of my series, I can maybe free up a little bit of time, but not really. Because I still have... There's the Astraeos project, which is going to take a while overall. There is the Ultimate Survivor, which I need to do more of, because we're kind of stuck on AB. And then... I like this one, but we may have to just get to a certain point. I don't know. Dang, dude. I still need so much more if I want to go one more higher than that wall. Is that tall enough? I don't really have anything else much taller to... Oh, I got Rex's. Let's go see how tall it is compared to Rex's. I feel like I'm going to need to go up one more wall, though. I mean, I just always think back, because I had a comment from someone just be like, how do you juggle so many series? And, like, I never really thought about it. I kind of just did whatever I needed, whichever series was kind of, like, what I felt like doing. But I have, unfortunately, kind of let some fall at some points for some reason, which is not good. But... Heck yeah. Oh... I mean, a lot of the time they will do a wipe on servers, depending on how long it's been. I mean, we haven't done a wipe on our cluster for a while. I think it's something that I might have to... I don't know. I'm going to have to put on a vote for which map we want to put away and then swap over to Lost Colony, or if we want to do a wipe when that happens. I'm not entirely sure what we want to do, but I need to do a vote for that, because that is... Like, sometimes a wipe is necessary. Because I don't really think I have auto decay. I have it setting so, like, buildings will last a long time if you don't log in, but I don't know if the buildings will auto disappear if someone just doesn't come back. So I don't know. It may be worth doing a wipe or something. I don't know. But I don't want to lose all my progress either. It's a whole thing. Everyone's worked so hard on some of their creatures too. So I don't think we'll wipe. I don't think we will. I think what I'll do when we do the Lost Colony map and add that to the cluster, I think I'll go over there like I did for the island and then just explore it without anything until I kind of get a good foothold. I don't know, man. No one asked for that, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I'm here to grab Rex's. You can tell that I've got ADHD. I do. But that is what I've heard about Expedition 33. That it is very, very good. And if it is, like I like the turn-based stuff, and that just sounds like it'd be a very good one for me to get into. Oh, that's not too bad. How much taller is a Giga than a Rex? And am I going to even need to worry about Gigas or Karkas on this map? That is my question. This is meant to be a castle where I'm breeding up a bunch of creatures, a lot of them at a time. If I Just got... I mean, the Rexes could fit plenty in here at this size. We'll go one more higher. And then I'll start closing it in, I think. I don't think we need too much more. If I don't know if I'm going to go as far as Gigas on this, but I would love some carcass. It's been a while since I've had them. I don't know, man. I mean, that all depends on the servers. And like I said, like I have mine set to not... So, I think by default, it's if you don't log in for over a week, people can break your stuff. I doubled that 1 point to 2 weeks, and then I recently doubled it again to a whole month. Which is a little bit excessive, but at the same time, I've been busy, and I don't want people to steal my creatures again. But... Counter, that's nice. I do like having a counter. Makes things interesting instead of just, like, standing there. Like, I do like turn-based. And I do like fully, like, you know, live combat. But at the same time, like, having some sort of mixture between it is even better. That's what I was running out of. The thatch. Alright. Alrighty then. I have a chainsaw, right? I just don't know where it is. I can pull it to me. Do I have to fix it? That's the question. Chainsaw. Oh no, I can't pull a chainsaw. Since when? I've always been able to do that. In this mod. Armor tools. Oh. Is it broken? Where is my chainsaw? I guess I'll just make one. That's not how you spell chainsaw. There we go. It's possible it was broken and I lost it. I don't know. Either way, we got a new one coming. We got plenty of resources. The grinder is just so nice for things like this. Alright, just go out on the Carcanos. They'll be able to carry it easily. I forgot a name to carry. Such a good name for my Carcanos. Let's bring up the weight a little bit. Let's also drop the Dodic. Stop moving, carry. Thank you. Not carrying anything else. Fantastic. Makes things easy. RPG. Yeah. I never owned a Super Nintendo myself, but my cousins and my friend did. And he had Mario RPG, my buddy did. And I played a good amount of it over there, but I was introduced to it with, like, a file that was almost at the end already. I mean, if I were to say technically my first turn-based RPG is Pokemon, but I never saw it that way until my dad pointed it out that that's what it was. I was just delusional that it was like, I'm just sending out my Pokemon. We're just training. It was all good. But, yes. I've done a lot of other turn-based games since. Like, I was also shown Final Fantasy VII when I was younger as well. But I didn't know. I had no idea. And that's the thing, is like, when it comes to the JRPGs, turn-based stuff, like, most of them nowadays, not nowadays, all of them, always, they take so much time to get done. So it's a big commitment to get started. So, like, as much as I do very much enjoy them, I have to know that I'm going to have the time to do it before I even start one. But, I mean, that's the thing, is I don't know about that one necessarily, but I've played a lot since then. I've played all of the Dragon Quest games, but I didn't do that until about 3 years ago. Maybe it was more like 6. I don't know. Time goes by weird still. How much wood is in this tree? I know that it's technically a redwood tree. I've got way too much now. Am I going to be able to pull this into the box if I drop it? That's the question. Green Hell. I haven't heard that name for a while. I have not actually done any GTA RP, but I definitely am aware of it. And I watched some people play it a couple years ago, and it was very entertaining to watch. But I have not gotten into that. Oh, nope, I can't reach it. Okay, so maybe if I pull it to the Carcanos from here, then I can pull it into the box. Green Hell is one of those I've not played, actually, but it would probably be a good one, since it's survival. Item cache, pull. That being said, I also, like, have been meaning to maybe, like, think about looking at Enshrouded and stuff again. Because that one was one that I only got so far on. And I know they've added a bunch of new things onto that recently, too. Oh, okay. A variety, like, more variety is always good when it comes to stuff like that. It gives you more tactics. Do we want to... Yeah, we'll let out the Megaloceros as well and try to get more thatch that way. Could you not land on my house? Thank you. Loki. Oh, I didn't name you that. I should have. That's what I normally name my Megaloceros. No particular reason, I just kind of like to. That because that is Megaloceros. It's kind of already almost there. Nice. I don't know. When it comes to like those role-playing things, I guess like the whole point would be like make a character and live like them, but like I have a hard time not breaking characters sometimes in those scenarios, or like not knowing what to say, so then I just kind of don't. So I've not really done very much of the RP stuff. Classic stuff. I have done that many a time. Well, not really the strategy guides, but like I've made my own lists of things and I would print them off. Sometimes I would actually even cut around the words and like just like tape them all together so it was easy to like fold up and put away. Yeah, crazy things you do for certain games and stuff, right? Let's see. Man, Phantom, you're right in the way there, bud. I guess you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to move it all. Let's see. Pick you up. I'm pretty sure we're also going to need some more stone. I mean, I've got 17 more of those, but the stone itself... Oh yeah, we used up all the stone. We ran out of stone and thatch at the same time. What are the odds? I did not expect both to be out at once. Nice. Seems like we've got a good amount of... Not that I really want to break this, like, to jinx it at all, but thank you all for being here to watch. Seems like we're at a pretty good amount of guys here. Guys and gals, people. That's all I mean. I don't normally try to pay attention to the number because, you know, it is what it is. Whoever wants to hang out, like, awesome. But I'm just glad there's so many of you that are willing to kind of hang out with me since we're just kind of coming back, hanging out. I have not... I'm trying to remember... Like, I'm pretty sure I know which one it is that you're talking about. Is it the one that's good for knocking stuff out in the caves, or am I thinking of a different one? Like, it's got good, like, torpor dealing stuff. I may have to double check if that's the one I'm thinking of. Keep collecting, Dodic. Hold on, it's fine. Oh, why did I click away from that? Hold on. Oh, no, that's not the one that I'm thinking of. It's a different one that's really good at... It's like the Anki thing, right? The kind of Anki, but not really. I actually did not have that mod. Yes, the Super Anki. Because I just looked that one up to double check. And that's exactly what I saw. I was thinking, like, there's the one creature mod that's out there that's, like, that would technically be a perfect caving creature if it existed, but I don't know which one that is. But yeah, the super Enki that, like, looks very strong for all that stuff. Collect everything. Convenient. I mean, that is a nice convenience of that. Resource collecting and stuff. I mean, I end up normally spending one episode worth just going out and grabbing, like, before the baby creatures, trying to tame all the utility creatures in such a short time was, like, not possible, unless you just, you know, settled for low level stuff. And of course I would sometimes, but there's also still that voice in the back of my head. It's like, is it a 135 or higher though? Because it's not even worth it if it's not. I think I got that way after I fully understood the leveling system. When I first started playing this game, I had no idea that whatever you tamed it at is considered its level 1. So, like, you know, the person that recommended the game to me in general, I was like, oh, I'll just level something up when it's, like, level 5. It's fine. I don't mind leveling it up. And then he kind of looked at me funny. He never explained it, but I figured it out myself that I had to tame high-level stuff. And ever since then, I'm like, I will not settle for anything low, pretty much since. Ah. That's true. That's a very interesting way to do it. Different styles, wonderful flamethrower. Would that flamethrower work well for phoenixes, or would it not? Does it not do that much damage? That's just a kind of a curiosity question. I apologize for any sniffles as well. I mean, the whole point of, like, me streaming today is show that, like, I'm getting better, but I'm not totally there yet. Apologize for sniffles. Apologize for coughs. It is what it is. I'm on the very end of a cold. And I said it earlier, like, I don't get sick very often, but when I do, it normally lasts forever. It sucks. But it is what it is. But we're back. And I can keep working on stuff now. I'm also not gonna lie. I kind of forgot the specifics on what date the Lost Colony was coming out. And part of me kind of thought it was today. And part of me's glad that it's not. Part of me's like, oh, I thought we made it. I guess we have another week. But it's all good. All the things are good. I enjoy playing this. And I never finished this castle, so we're going to. Collect spark powder and converts it into fire. Ooh. So it collects it? Does it collect something directly as spark powder? Or do you have to craft... Like, since it'll collect the other things, do you have to craft the spark powder first? Like, when it comes to, like, some of the premium mods and stuff like that, I've only gotten a couple of them. And I didn't want to go too overboard because, you know, you never know. Not fiber, stone. Because that one is a premium mod, isn't it? Or is it not? I could have sworn I saw it, like, showcased as one at one point, but I could also be thinking of one that's just similar. Let me see. I didn't have to be in the Carcanos, but I guess the Carcanos isn't a bad one to try to help build this with, considering the height of it. I was going to put stairways in the corners, kind of like you would in a classic castle, because that's where you would end up climbing upward. I'd probably do, like, the quarter ramps. That would be so many quarter ramps to get up to the top. I don't know. I could also do ladders, I guess. I don't know. Hard to say. It collects spark powder already? Crazy. So we are going to go one wall taller. Because that was what I decided on. Since I'm not going to use another crafting thing, I will pull them into here, though. And then we'll kind of go from there. I'm pretty sure I probably need like another 50 normal walls. So we'll do that first. I'd imagine I've got enough for that. Anything that I have more could end up going on something else. I do wish that the crafting skill would like work with that. Oh, I did not actually see what that was, but thank you so much. I think that was a sub. Thank you so much for subbing. Oh, man. For some reason, I didn't really see the notification on my screen, but it's been a while. It's nice when I hear those sounds, because I set them up forever ago, and I kind of forget that they're a thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. That actually just like finds everything like that by itself. That would be a good thing to have on like survival, like the Ultimate Survivor, like you're doing, because then you don't have to always get all the individual guys and then run the fires and stuff all the time. So now I'm taking a look around. I'm kind of thinking I want to split some of these in half. I don't know. Because we're going to want to have some of like the glass panes on these. I say some, pretty much on all of them. And like, now that I've done this, do we want that one to be that way? I think we do. I think we still want to leave it like that. Curious how that's going to go, but you know what? It's fine. I'm still excited to see how this is going to be. So, let's kind of grab what we've built and kind of see if we can get the top layer put up at all. Let's go with however much I can actually carry. 35. I don't want to be too heavy. It'll be fine on Carrie herself, but until then, it's all good. So we're going to do one more wall high. On the ones that are quarter, we'll probably just go up. We'll go up the two, but then we'll close it out. Which means probably on here. No, we're going to do those quarters on the top. Do I have some quarter walls on my inventory? I'll pull them to me. I'll pull whatever's crafted so I can just have it now. We're not building more. Pull. And pull. Nice. Okay. That is a very tall window section. We'll just have to see if I can make it look okay, like, in the end. I mean, we just got to put the full ones in there, so I mean, maybe it'll look fine. I worry about these. But I guess we'll see. 6. Oop, come on. Go to the right one. Thank you. Goes across. Nice. So, I mean, when you ask flyer, the question there is, like, what is fully classified as a flyer? Because if you were just to say, like, a flying creature that, like, actually flies, not just a glider, I would say my favorite, I'd say, is the owl. Because I like, I know that, like, they added griffins officially and stuff now, too, but owls have the swoop. They've got the ability to do, like, heat-seeking. They've got the ice stuff for healing. Honestly, like, they're probably my favorite creature. If you have, like, speed and stuff able to level, that even makes things even better. But that's probably my case there. If we're talking about ones that just glide as well and count those as a flyer, I would certainly say that it would be the Meguana and or Maywing. I've definitely loved the Maywing. I mean, Meguana. And, like, I needed to make sure that I had one on Rag. That's why it kind of turned into more of a cluster type series, because I was like, I have Astraeos here, and I can't avoid getting a Meguana because I love them. They're so fast. It's their speed. You can cover the entirety of every map in a very short amount of time. I did not mean to put that up there. I need to put this there. There we go. That's mine. Okay. But yes. So if you say like flyer, owl, because of all the the convenient things that they have, but with a glider, I would definitely say Meguana. Slash Maywing. Now, if you go as far back as ASE, I could also just say the Cinema Crops. Oh, I don't know. See, I like the capability of exploring the map on foot. So, like, the cinema crops kind of really gives you that, like you would if you had a tech suit. But it's a organic tech suit, which is really cool as well. The Rhino is one that, like, I really enjoy, and I have a good Rhino, well, had a good Rhino on the island the first time I played it. And then something happened to it. I actually went into a cave, it came out, and, like, it had run away for no reason and got killed by another Rhino. It sucks. But the Sinnoh, going back to that, the Sinnoh is probably my favorite if you were to count both of those and the shoulder pet version, so. Because, when I played on Lost Island, I literally got myself some good Sinnohs, and that was pretty much all I really explored the map on. Even when I got a Griffin, I never really rode it. So, I love the Sinnohs. They're crazy. It was an unexpected thing to have come out for that map. Come on. I'm starting to wish that I had just done this on... Well, I guess my... what was the word I was going to say? Matapi probably wouldn't be able to carry this stuff. Definitely not enough weight. Now, the whole thing is, hopefully I can actually make this look like a good castle with the details. I mean, like, yes, the very large building that's, like, castle-shaped is a good start, but it really comes down to the final details, and that's going to be the interesting part. I mean, since I haven't been playing Dragon Quest, I've been seeing a lot of castles. Oh, no, let's see. Do I need to make more? Or did I make, like, just enough? Hey, we'll see you later, Medea. Thank you so much for hanging out. You have a great rest of your night. It's been awesome having you around. I'm a little short on walls. I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 normal big walls, and then we're going to have to start doing all the quarter ones as well. Woof. Definitely feel like I've bit off more than I can chew at this point in time with this. Not actually, but it kind of feels like it. Oh, yeah. Trying to think. Like, I've had a lot of people suggest a lot of the premium maps to me. And, like, I've thought about doing them from some other things. I did do the, I did docks on Amissa for a while. That's not even a premium map. It's just a mod map, but... while I was doing that, I had a lot of people suggest those other maps, and I just never got around to it. And maybe if we end up getting to, like, a drought, where we're in between a lot of maps again, and I'm somehow caught up on everything, then I could probably plan some of those. But yeah, I've heard similar things, where, like, it's busy on them for a minute, and then it just dies off and stays that way. It's unfortunate. I mean, a lot of the people that are making those maps, I mean, they're putting a lot of time into it, but if it's not as fun as some of the others by the time it actually comes out, I mean, what else can you really do? Alright, I'm gonna pull all these into my inventory. You got them all now? All of the premium modded maps? Can I pull 100? I can. I don't think we're going to be able to move after this. I'm going to have to split some and put some elsewhere. Or just directly onto the Carcanos. Let's see. Sorry about that. Just responding on to a message real quick. Gotta put that over there. Yeah, I have the only one that I've purchased is Astraeos. And, mainly because I've been such a fan of, like, the Greek aesthetic. They have the rideable otters there? Ooh. That would be very cool. But no, I've just gotten Astraeos. I mean, I know it's an official released modded map, but, like, I've done it this way. I really like the variety. I have it on the cluster as well as, like, a good way to make sure that we can get all, if not at least the majority of, you know, all the creatures that exist in the game. Oh no. I never finished these other ones over here. We're short still on this side, aren't we? Did I accidentally put those up? No, that's the same height. Rideable otters sounds crazy too, though. I thought about doing some of those, but honestly, when starting the channel, I was unemployed, so I couldn't really afford a lot of those other things. Luckily, a lot of people have been very kind and have joined memberships and or done the Patreon. Like, it's been very helpful, and that's actually how we can afford doing a cluster at the moment. Obviously, I have a job now, full-time job, and raising my baby, but, like, you know, it was a different time when things first started. I wonder if I... Oh, wait a minute. Mythical creatures. I mean, yeah, I've done all of those too. I have all the creatures that have been added as well. Because I can't help myself. Even though I know, like, the Pyromane for some people is a very, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a very controversial creature. A lot of people really like the Pyromane because of how powerful it is for, like, PvP type stuff. And the other people hate them because of how strong they are during the PvP type stuff. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it. Like, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But you kind of are forced to. I think, like, it sounds like people are forced to in PvP. But, like, I've enjoyed having all of them on here. It's hard not to just go straight to them, though. Like, for example, the Drakelings and stuff. As soon as I see them, like, I do think about, like, ooh, I need a Drakeling because I want the bonuses for this, this, and this, or I want the potential for loot. But I don't know. I mean, it's all good. I'm enjoying what they've been adding so far. Oh yeah, they were doing a deal for stuff like that, huh? I mean, that's not bad. At least you got it on some sort of a bundle. Come on, there we go. I keep accidentally, like, freaking clicking into weird spots. Yeah, dang it. I went one too high on that, didn't I? How does that make sense? Did I go too high on that? Or now am I short on that? What happened? What have I done? I need to look at this closer with my tappy because this is getting way off of where it should be. Oh, I already have my Cosmo with me. Is that accurate? Hello, everybody. I don't know if that number is accurate, but if it is, that's crazy. I am also excited for that. I'm a little bit concerned about what they may do when it comes to limitations when you're trying to transfer stuff in. I have actually not tamed very many Veil Winds. I have some that are low levels on one of them. But, like, I've seen both the art, which they look absolutely nutty. But I've heard of the kind of things people have done with their mutations already. And, like, I don't think that they're going to tell you not to bring them in. But I do feel like they're going to limit the... they're going to limit how many mutations or something you can take with you. Or something like that. So that they're not too broken when you hit the map. That's my guess, but I'm not sure. Obviously, I can't know unless I work for Wildcard, which I do not. It would be interesting if I did. Oh my god. That was a misclick. Let's see. So I did end up going one. I was in the right spot. It looked so weird from the floor. I need to build some roofs, ceilings, and then just start covering the top. Because without it, I think I've really made this hard for me to see what's going on. Oh no. Okay, hold on. We'll do this. We'll lay this out. Man, I do wish I could do the air brakes, though. That's the one thing about these guys that I still... Like, as nice as they are for building sometimes, they don't have that air brake that a lot of other flyers do. I'm sure that that's at least something that they're going to do. Like, I know that they've stopped, like, the Occidon. That's what that's called, right? The other big thing that they just recently released from even breeding for now until the map is officially out. I haven't even seen the taming method for that. I'll figure it out when it comes to be time, but, like, they've limited that one, at least. I'm just curious what their plan is with the Valguero, if someone has, like, 80 or 90 mutations on them before they go over to the map. Because, I mean, we have someone on our cluster who was very dedicated to getting their strongest RGs possible. They have literally 80 mutations on them, which is amazing. They look awesome, too. They kind of gave some out to people on the cluster, which is another cool, awesome thing that I like about it, about having the cluster around. But, like, doing that on, like, a Valguero, you could end up having, like, thousands of damage, technically day one, which would be nuts. You'd be surprised with the kind of things people do. I'm going off of other people's word. I don't know. I've never actually been part of it, but I've seen the ancient texts. I know what they're trying to do. Here, 1 second, guys. Trying to make sure. Wow. Let me refresh this real quick. I just want to make sure things are working properly. My God. It really is. Well, that's nutty. Guys, you're all amazing for being here. If you're subscribed to the channel already, thank you so much. And thank you for paying attention to the fact of me starting to stream. I meant to send out a message saying that I was going to stream today, but I wasn't sure when I was going to do that because I didn't know for sure. It was all kind of like last second, like, should I do it? Should I stream? Oh, yeah, I should stream. See, that's always the case with a new creature, though, Christopher. Like, it's always just like, it's new. I must like overdo it. Like, I don't know anything about it other than the fact it looks like it's a weirdly mutated Megapithecus, but I'm not even sure if that even is like that. I want to tame one, but not right now. I think I'll probably just tame one on Lost Colony, assuming that that's, like, I don't know what's required of it. From context, it sounds like there are, you have to do something with your creatures or just creatures nearby. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea how it works. I know that people were struggling to get 100% effectiveness for a while. I've tried not to spoil myself on certain things. And, like, I mean, it's been easier since I've not been watching as much Ark content other than, like, challenge-related things. But that one, like, whenever a new creature or a new map comes out, I get flooded by all of the new videos that people are putting out. And I kind of just have to put it away, because if I don't, I'm going to see something or learn something that I don't want to learn yet, you know? Normally, like, before, it would be like, ooh, I've got plenty to watch today. But it's like, now that I'm making the content, it's like, I would rather figure it out on my own. Ah, okay. That's what I heard. Okay. Don't give me more details than that. All I know is, like, I'll pick things up from context, then I'll give it a shot myself. It's like the same thing as what happened with the... Oh, scheisse. Same thing that I figured out with the Megaraptor. Like, I saw small things that people said about taming the Megaraptor, and then I kind of, like, went there and just kind of, like, surveyed the area and figured it out. But given the context of things that I have heard, that's kind of what I figured. It's like, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that giant snowball that it's got, that's for sure. I don't know. I haven't watched anyone do it, but it seems like that would be the thing to tame it with. Something like, I can be pretty intuitive when it comes to stuff like that. I have still not watched anyone specifically tame them, but I think at this point most people aren't doing it, but... Oh yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like, they can't be imprinted other than whatever you get on, like, from your skill points. And that's assuming they even do that. Again, like, I don't know, I haven't checked. I haven't even checked if there's any on this map. I was gonna look if there were some once I got the scanner, but we're still a few levels off, so... That's not really my top priority. I'm just curious if there are some. But I don't want to really go fly around and just look around if I'm not... Yeah, I'm not going to bother taming one right now. And that's the whole downside of trying to pick something up on the back of a creature. Especially one that moves so much. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I didn't even close up the tops. I need to close up the tops of these. On this side, specifically. Like, I've seen shorts of what kind of damage they can do right now. And I've seen some of them do thousands, so, like, it sounds like they could be really strong. But, yes, once you can actually get them fully imprinted, possibly mutated, they'd be even better. Yes, I actually, like, I saw the announcement about at least the one that looked like a Chinese dragon that was flying in the background of, like, the official artwork. It has, what was it called? It's like Aracion or whatever they... I'm mixing other things. Aureliax. I mean, honestly, the name of that already just almost sounds like it would be like a dragon, like a Chinese dragon god or something like that already. And that is amazing, and I like it a lot. Did they announce another one with... Oh, because I know they already announced the weird little glob eye thing. Whatever those are called. Since I've been sick, I've been kind of paying attention, but not, like, to every word. Because, again, like, I've been trying to just get better. I have not wanted to be sick. Come on, game. Put it where I'm asking. Thank you very much. I'm going to need to make still so many more of these. No, not so many. Just a good amount. See, that worked out better. Maybe I'll do it that way in the future. I am very excited for Lost Colony, though. Like I've said kind of earlier on, like the newer kind of mechanics for it. Like, I'm curious because it does. I mean, I'm curious exactly what's going to be different. If it's going to be more, because they made it sound like there's going to be like actual cutscenes in the game. I wonder how that would work if you were to play it on like a cluster. I don't really know how that would work, but the gloon, yeah. I saw the little gloon thing. It's a very silly looking little creature, but it looks like it's very strange. Not something I would have expected. But I guess that's the same thing for a lot of other creatures as well. I mean, the one on the official artwork on the dark side, I guess, it literally looks like it's like it's gonna be a reskinned Desmodus, which I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure someone else said that as well, but that's what it kind of looks like. I'm very curious what else is going to be on there, but like, I know their whole thing is they're not necessarily going right towards what they're going to be doing for Ark 2, assuming that really does still come out. But I know that in that one they're going to be more of like a third-person type fighting game. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to, like, how they're going to change things up in Lost Colony, so I'm curious. I'm very curious. Honestly, when it comes to dinosaurs, I've never been much of like I have thought the dinosaurs were cool, but I was never like the dinosaur kid. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that kid that was like, oh, I love the dinosaurs, we're gonna do this, dinosaur did this. It was honestly just this game. The way that this game is in general, like, I love the fact that there are dinosaurs because it makes things nice, but they all have a purpose. They all do something. They all go towards the lore. There are objectives. There are, like, I like all of this game, you know? And, like, the dinos do make a really big difference in it, but I've never been the one to kind of be like, I love dinosaurs. But I do love the dinosaurs, you know? It's kind of just a nice little bonus. I definitely did enjoy watching, like, I did watch, like, Jurassic Park and stuff when I was younger. Because I was friends with the dinosaur kid. So, it's all good. All good. And one of the things that kind of opened up where I live at one point was a dinosaur museum, and there wasn't much else for a very long time, so I've been there multiple times, too. But I've learned a lot more about dinos by playing this game. More than I would have thought. Obviously, I mean, like, everything that they do in Ark is not the same as how they would be in real life, but I can at least kind of identify what they are, which is cool. Not something I would have been able to do before. Let's see. Oh wow, we're actually hitting the 2-hour mark right now. I could probably go for like another half an hour, and then probably be okay at that point. Like I said earlier, I don't want to end up accidentally hurt some. I don't want to end up hurting my voice a little bit from the first time coming back, but I feel like a half an hour more is fine. Ah, you had the nice dino books. 5. I don't know why I'm doing it in 5s. Like that's gonna make it even on the top of what I'm trying to do. I guess there is a single one on that one, huh? Yeah, I think it was mostly like it was specifically Ark that really pulled me in. The first time that I went around and collected all the notes, it was because I wanted to listen to them. And I wanted to listen or read them for the lore, because I didn't realize there was lore at the beginning. When I started playing this game as well, like I had been trying to play other survival games, like Rust and whatever, and I was getting a little frustrated with some of those, because like I would just be, I mean, Rust is mostly for just the PvP type of stuff, and that's not really me. Whoop. And then, like, I found out that there are objectives in this game after I started playing it. I'm like, ooh, okay, I'll follow those objectives. And then I found out there was lore, and then the lore kept building, and I just loved it. Saw something crazy at work today? What'd you see at work today? Oh, man, let's see. Windsor will help. Nice. Do we still have to go up one more on this? I'm pretty sure that I do, but I can't tell from here. Come on, there we go. That's what we want. I'm so glad that we pretty much almost have this entire first layer of the walls put together. Oh, man. I definitely have... Like, this is going to be a pretty crazy looking castle. Pretty good sized castle if I end up going from this particular range for the rest of it. Kind of looking forward to seeing what it looks like when it's done. I say kind of. I'm very looking forward to it. There's still more about it that I need to figure out. Stop. Stop. No, shoot. Okay. It's nice to build with these, but they're very tricky. And better. No! Okay. This is why I needed to have the gun. Because if I did not have the gun to pick those up, I would be kind of in a weird situation for this. Alrighty. Can I even reach those? Reach that one. Crap. Okay, I just need to place one more. I'll take that. I'll take that over... Oh, I need to actually fly up there again. Come on. What? Why you have to change it? Oh my gosh. Is that for lighting for the menu? Was that much? That is very, very crazy. Or just like they paid that much for like something in an ice cream truck. Either way, that's a crazy high price for whatever. Oh man, okay, cool. We have up the walls, at least the first tier of the walls. That is a great start. I do want to do copy and paste. We'll copy this. We'll just kind of go around and try to put them on there. I don't think I can reach those top ones very well. But then we're going to do the same thing we actually put in the windows. Whoops. Alright, it has been long enough in the stream again that I gotta do the YouTube thing. So if you guys haven't, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It all makes a massive difference for the algorithm, and honestly means the world to me. If like, I would love to be able to do this full time, and every one of you guys that decides to hang out and subscribe to the channel and everything like that makes a massive difference. So I would highly appreciate it if you do any of those things. The painting, oh, still though. Change out a challenge over tub. The counter showed me a painting of an ice cream truck. The ice cream truck menu itself was 18,000. Wow. I mean, art itself can be very, very crazy expensive, and it can be a situation where it doesn't seem like it should be. I mean, I've seen stuff that's considered art that I'm like, I would never pay that much, but if you want to, go for it. That's crazy, though. In my personal opinion, it's crazy. I can't judge everyone else for their taste, but, you know. Banana tape to a wall. Don't know how much that one sold for, but I know that's a thing. Okay, come on. Fantastic. Yeah, this is going to be a lengthy build. But I'm committed to it, so it's fine. And my creatures have been kind of breeding in the background in the meantime, so I should have a good number of those to hatch up as we go. So hopefully we'll have some mutations very soon. That would be amazing. Part of me kind of wants to put up like some scaffolding, thatch stuff, just so I can kind of get up to some of the higher stuff easier, but I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm just going to kind of make sure that I just keep placing them on things, and eventually we'll have them all done. Exactly. I mean, that's the kind of thing that I've done the montages for. Is like, what I'll do during those is I'll only record the video, and I'll be watching something else on my other monitor, just kind of listening to something instead, because, you know, otherwise, if I'm active here trying to speak the entire time while doing these like, if I'm doing these on my own, I wouldn't be talking the whole time, and it would just be awkward and boring. So then I cut it down to something cool, make those fun little montage videos. But I've been trying to do a little bit different about some of that stuff, because my wife pointed out that for some of them, it almost seemed like I was over-explaining for, like, 5 to 7 minutes. Like, not the montages, but just stuff in between. And I didn't want to have that be a thing always. So I've been trying to do better about just playing and then not doing that. So the montage stuff has been a little bit less, but not none, you know? Not none. It is getting dark again. Lovely. Alright. Let's see. How long has it been in this game, in the day so far? Okay, we're on day 43. It's getting to be nighttime again. Do we want to go do something else for a while? We have been here just kind of working on the build for the majority of this stream, which, I mean, like, it's supposed to be a chill stream, so it doesn't really matter, but I kind of want to go do something. I don't know. Yeah, I've been trying to do some. I mean, obviously, like, I can't... If I was going to do this on my own and not on the stream, I definitely would not, like, leave this whole thing in. I would do a montage again for sure. I mostly just mean, like, hey, between the episodes, I did 1 thing, 2 thing, 5 things, you know, and explain each of those individually. So, like, I've been trying to find a good balance between having some of that and then having mostly just... like genuine reactions to just kind of stuff that I'm running into while I'm out and about. I mean, when it comes to Val, I've kind of was like lucky that I say lucky. I didn't have any, or very hardly any experience just on the map in general. So just exploring, and for the first few episodes was kind of cool because I was exploring things I've never seen. I mean, I know that, like, Nakatas built this up totally different. I say totally different. Mainly different than what was in ASE, so it would still be kind of fresh anyway. But I'd never really gotten more than just on one of the beaches the first time I played, so it was cool just to explore the map and have less to have to cut out. Even though I was still cutting around stuff, I don't want to do, like, I don't know. Like, part of me is like, what if I do stuff that has no cuts? But then, like, I would have to make sure what I'm saying is either perfectly executed the first time around, and, I mean, I trip over my words relatively constantly. So, like, unfortunately, I have to admit, like, I do some takes on some of the sentences that I say if it's not something that I would say just in normal conversation. But it's not very often, you know? It's often enough, though, that I have to bring it up. Let's see. I'll take that feedback into consideration still. I do like I do like having a balance of either side, but knowing that it's, you know, people are okay still with seeing that, because you're not the only one that said that as well when it comes to those other moments that I was explaining. But, like, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do my content going forward, you know, despite having done the Ark stuff for over a year now. Like, I'm still experimenting with new ways. It kind of feels more like me. Man, I can't see anything over here. We're going to gamma up. We'll gamma up. There we go. Now I know what I'm doing. But, like, I don't know. It was kind of one of the things. I didn't notice that it was like that, or that I went on too long sometimes with those. Or at least, you know, it felt like too long until she pointed it out. But I asked for feedback from her for it, so it was... I couldn't really, you know... I had to take the constructive criticism and take it to heart. A little bit. Still figuring things out, like I said, though. That's why I'm trying something new out with the Astraeos project that I'm doing. Gotta say, I mean, other than the being able to kind of freely play and not have to worry about what the specific things I'm saying during the recording, like, I like that aspect, but the amount of extra stuff I have to do is gonna be, it's different as well. So I don't know. It's new. It's new to me. Kind of at least gone around on the lowest layer. Very nice. Except for this one entire section I missed. Alright. I noticed I'd probably half an hour, maybe more like 20 minutes. I'm starting to feel a little bit more in rumbles in there, so I should probably cool it for now. If I can get all this stuff at least turned into the castle stone, then we'll probably call it there. I mean, it's a good chunk done. And with how high it is, I could definitely test out. I mean, we brought the Rex out. Did I ever end up putting them away? I did. I just want to see actually compared to where the wall is now. I mean, that could fit. I can fit a Rex on top of that Rex. So how much taller is a Giga? I want to know, but I'm not going to spawn one in as much as I'm slightly tempted. Massive, massive build. Can I use the gun on the back of the Carcanos? Yes, I can. Some things I can't, so I just wanted to make sure. Do, 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 do. Perfect. Oops. That is the thing about this. Like, even though the Carcanos is going to be very handy because it's a little taller, I can actually see up here better. The whole trying to turn and then also use the gun while on its back is not the easiest. The thing just likes to kind of push its way into certain areas. Well, hello! Welcome on into the stream. Just kind of working on building my creature castle that I've been meaning to do for a while, now that I'm not... Well, I'm not 100%. I still have a little bit of raspiness in my voice. A little bit froggy still. But I am better enough, and I wanted everyone to know, because we are going to be continuing on finally. It's been so long. I'll repeat it again, but like I don't normally get sick, but if I do, it normally lasts a long time. Very unfortunate. Oh, I missed a spot. I need, like, I have more. Okay, cool. As I have more walls. I didn't even close that part up. My bad. I'm very curious. Oh, man. I mean, just building this part is taking forever, and I had ideas to make things even kind of taller on the top of this, because I'm not just going to leave it at a box that kind of sort of looks castle-like. I'm going to build something up on the top as well. It's like, you know, where the royal chambers would be, at least according to, like, the Dragon Quest and stuff that I'm doing. 1.5 Rex is the size of Giga. Do you think that's tall enough? If I decide to do it, Gigas and Karkas are the same height, alright? They're at least close enough. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do that, but if I decide to hold on to the save and then just do much later, then, you know. I know they're much longer, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if they'll fit. Oh, man. I do like that it kind of like flattens it out a little bit, makes it a little more smooth, because some of the skins for like the quarter walls actually throw things off so much. But I'm glad that these ones decided to go more of a blend in type of thing. It does make building with them that much nicer. Ooh, I missed one. There we go. Ooh, missed another. I see that. Crap. I'm gonna have to actually go in the corner. Perfect heights. Fantastic. Let me put this away. So I was using the vanilla with the sprinkles gun, but I had to add this one because that wasn't working on single player. Sorry, I need to drink some water real quick. This one literally is just called the variant cycler gun. I mean, I just searched that up. I do have, like, in my Discord real quick. Let me pull up this this page here for my rule settings and stuff, series settings. So when it comes to the mods that I have on this series, I have Prevent Hibernation. I have both the command and I have the mod. It does the same thing. Custom dino levels, I don't really have to have it on Val, but I put it on every map that I go on just because, you know, the island and everything has burned me so much before that I got to make sure I've got, you know, I have the chance to find those higher level creatures without spending 4 days trying to find them. And then I've got Peleori's Cryo Storage, because I just want to be able to craft the cryos on me, and I don't have to go to an obelisk. Vanilla with Sprinkles, Super Spyglass Plus, and I actually didn't even add that to... I didn't add it to my mods list. Does it tell me if I look in... Where would I see that? No. I could back out and show you the specific one. Because it's... I literally just looked up variant gun, and it just gave me this one. Yeah, variant cycler multi-use weapon. Here, I don't mind showing my screen a little bit going back, because I'm not really changing anything else. I'll show you the one that I've got. I only added this one in because Vanilla with Sprinkles is broken in single player. For some reason that, oh, hey, yeah. Is it actually... I guess it would be, Winter Wonderland right now. So, if we go into my mod settings. Yep, Variant Cycle Tool Structure Custom Cosmetics. So, I mean, it just literally does that. And I just put the gun in there. It has a little bit more jank than the one in Vanilla with Sprinkles, but it actually works, so that's kind of the trade-off, you know? I do wonder. I mean, like, I've got... I don't know how I'm going to try to build up the rest of it. Like, sometimes, like I said, they've got, like, the royal chambers kind of in the middle. But, yeah, my Discord's joinable. I've got the link in the... it should be either in the description here, or at least it's on my main channel. And then you can also join our cluster. Our password is in there if you want to come join. That's always an option as well. Anyone who's part of the Discord is eligible to join us on there. Right now we have Valguero, Astraeos, and Ragnarok as the 3 maps that we have going. I agree. I mean, right now, those bones, the only thing that they're useful for, like, they did make it so they're grindable in the grinder for some chitin or keratin, whichever one, I can't remember. But it doesn't feel like it's too much to really worry about it. Like, I never really worry about it. I just throw them away. I know that, like, you can use them for other things. They're supposed to be used for the tower, which I've never built, which I should start utilizing. I don't know why I don't do that. There's a lot of things in this game that they've added recently that I have had the full intention of using, but then don't. Like, I've been wanting to use the traits. I have not. I've been wanting to use... Well, I've been wanting to worry... I've been trying to use some of the newer stuff, and I'm just kind of stuck in some of my old habits for how I would play things before. But, you know. I gotta get used to these new things. They make things so much nicer sometimes. But I think that tower can help with, like, experience as well as, like, other things that can be very helpful. The fact that I'm just not using it is kind of a waste. And I'm literally trying to level right now. 2 more levels for this for the scanner, which I've definitely adopted in my full toolkit. That way I don't have to actually download any mods for that. It's very handy. Yeah, I mean, I would probably use the Astraeos skin for it, to be honest. It is very ugly, but it doesn't match all the maps. The Astraeos one doesn't really match anywhere but Astraeos, but at the same time, it probably matches better than the standard one. Oops. Well, pick up. And we'll swap back to this. I think I only missed these 2. Oh, red drop's coming back there. So tempting. Okay, cool. I think that actually officially ties this up. Is it really? I thought maybe if you still had one and you just covered it in everything, it might still be better than nothing. But I mean, I have done no testing, so I guess I have no way to know. Cool. First layer of the castle officially put together. Absolutely massive. I'm sure that the second layer will probably be about half, if not 3/4 as tall. But I'm not, I mean, we'll have to see. The fact that it's already going to be as tall as this is nice. It's kind of that was kind of the thought process on that. I'm going to have to go around and like at least put a ceiling to cover the rest of that. And then we'll put the railings on it and we'll have them turn into these ramparts. So then it'll really look more castle-esque and it'll really stand up more on the top. Because like I was a little bit concerned about how, you know, how short this seems, but when it has these on top of it, that won't be a problem. We'll end up doing a bunch of pillars and stuff as well. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a very solid start, not gonna lie. See, experience is kind of nice, and taming speed's not bad either. But I know it's like something that kind of gets buffed in the scenario where it's more of like a PvP type thing. But I don't know. I think I may actually end up calling it here. I'm really having a good time kind of building this up here. It looks like we've got a good amount of people around. So I'm going to say the YouTube thing one more time. If you have enjoyed this stream, thank you. I mean, please hit that like button and sub to the channel if you haven't already. It's been so cool hanging out. Thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you for being patient while I have been MIA, being sick. But I'm looking forward to getting more stuff up and going in the future, and I hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night and weekend. If I have more time this weekend to stream, I will. I'll let you guys know in the Discord or on the posts on the YouTube channel. But for now, I'm going to end this stream. You know what? I think what I might do, actually, let me see if I can find... Because I can, like, send you guys somewhere else, right? I can raid someone else. I don't know who is online right now. I don't know how to make this work. But I want to know. Like, if I can send you guys somewhere, that'd be cool, right? I've seen that option before, but I don't know where it is now. Like, every time I have that idea, like, I forget to do it. Redirect, add. Who is online? Let's see. I don't even know if there's any Ark Ascended channels right now that are streaming that I know of. Maybe I won't. I wouldn't mind, like, sending you somewhere if I knew somebody who was streaming that was playing Ark, but I actually don't, so. Maybe we'll just end it here. But, like, thanks again, guys, for chilling and hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys in